Hello there everybody, my name is ZRice and welcome to another video during our 10-year celebration month. What am I talking about? Well, if you've been with us since the beginning of this month, you know that we've been celebrating 10 years of ZRice Films. This YouTube channel, 10 years old, pretty crazy, and we've just been putting out some celebratory videos. You're watching one of them right now, and so thank you for coming along on this journey. And hey, the month isn't over yet. There's still a lot to come. Today's topic brings us to a little movie called Mr. Mission. Now, this movie was supposed to be done, made, shot, filmed, finished, whatever you want to call it, many years ago. But after a lot of production issues and stuff like that, which I'm going to go over today, I decided to cancel the film. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I can hear the boos now. Mr. Mission was highly anticipated, I think, by some people at least. And it was going to star a whole slew of people, friends and family, folks from yonder, and yeah. So, but I've decided to pull the plug on the project because there have just been a lot of issues with story and stuff like that, and I feel like I had to get it off of my chest. You know what I'm saying? This is the 10th anniversary of ZRice Films, and you know, I gotta be honest with you guys, because you guys have been here for 10 years, and I've always been honest, first and foremost, but today's topic is a little bit sad, because I don't think actually I know this for a fact, I've never made a video talking about the death of a film, or pulling the plug on a film or something like that. I don't think I've ever made a video like that, really, so this is kind of the first of its kind. I usually don't cancel projects, I usually don't cancel movies. They take a while to come out sometimes, sure. When we made our movie The Justice Wars back there, it was pretty hell to shoot, and I kept pushing the release date back and back, literally years, because I wanted this one to be done just right. Well, Xander, why don't you do that with Mr. Mission? Well, it's a little more complicated than that. Mr. Mission was a spy film that starred me as the main role as Mr. Mission, and my brother Blaze as the main villain. So we started production on this a couple years back, I would say around 2019-ish, 2020-ish, and that's when we filmed this footage right here. As you can tell, me and my brother look a lot different now, but this was kind of this was going to be the opening scene of Mr. Mission here. Mr. Mission was a spy for hire, which meant that you can call the number down below and you can pretty much hire him to do whatever you want. He was sort of a, now that I'm thinking about it, like a bounty hunter, a paid assassin, if you will. He got the job done, and he was a spy. So that's the basis of our story. That's who this Mr. Mission guy is. He's a bumbling spy for hire, and, well, after a period of time, nobody seems to hire him anymore, and he kind of goes into a great big depression. He loses his job. He loses interest in his job, really. And, yeah, he stops being a spy. But then all of a sudden the world starts coming to an end. A rogue terrorist starts bombing children's hospitals and flying planes into buildings. That's literally in the script. And and so they say, hey, oh my gosh, Mr. President, Mr. General, who are we gonna get for this job? Who can save us? And so they find this ad online for this Mr. Mission guy, and they say, hey, I might be crazy, but this seems like the guy for the job. And so they hire Mr. Mission, and he saves the day, reluctantly at first, because he doesn't, you know, just when he thought he was out, they pull him right back in. You know what I'm saying? So he has an Al Pacino moment, and then he saves the day. Mr. Mission, hooray! And on the way, there's action scenes, there's fight scenes, there's battle, it's a comedy film, first and foremost, so it's a comedy action film, kind of right in that ZRice Films pocket that I think we're pretty good at making. So, what went wrong? Well, for starters, the story. And this is probably the biggest thing, first and foremost, is the story. The story was there. I had an idea for it all the way back from the beginning. I knew the plot twists, I knew the plot lines, I knew the character arcs, I had it all written down. But the problem was actually writing it. You see, it's one thing to outline a film, or storyboard a film even, but it's another thing to actually put those ideas pen to paper and write it in script format. And that's what I did for the most part. But, and completely honest here, I never had a finished script. it was always get about 90% done, 95% done even, before I say, you know what, and then I go back and I change it, or I don't finish it, or a couple months go by, decide to set it aside and say, hey, maybe I'll think about it a different day. Writer's block constantly on this one. Something wasn't hitting, something wasn't clicking. So Xander, why did you start filming this thing if you didn't even have a finished script? Well, because I was just so gosh darn excited, okay? I couldn't wait to film this movie every day, and so that's when we got started with scenes like that you just saw. So we never had a completed script, but I certainly had the ideas. So we started filming bits and pieces here and there, some scenes with some friends, some scenes with some family. And while all of this is happening, my YouTube channel is changing. We've always made films, we've always made vlogs and stuff like that, but the nature of the beast is that things aren't always going to stay the same forever. And after some disputes with the cast, there's some people in the film that I'm no longer in contact with anymore, and so I think it would just be kind of awkward to continue making the film at this point, I think. So that's why I've decided to cancel it. And I've told, again, the biggest reason was that I couldn't figure out something about the story. Something about the story didn't seem right, didn't seem to fit. Some of the jokes were hit and miss. I filmed some more scenes beyond that, obviously, with myself and my brother included. And will this film ever see the light of day again? Will I ever pick it up again? Probably not. It's going to be one of those lost films, one of those lost projects that I don't think will ever see the light of day. And if there's people out there that want to see the footage that I've shot, maybe one day that we'll see it, maybe, but it's just not the time. I decided to cancel the project, and this might be for the best, because now I can move on to other things. This was always kind of a lurking thing in the back of my mind, like, oh, I really want to make Snakes 2, but I gotta finish Mr. Mission. Or, oh, I really want to make that sweet new horror movie, but I gotta finish Mr. Mission. So it became almost like a chore, so to speak, trying to finish this script, trying to put the final pieces in the puzzle, and I just lost a lot of interest in it. And on that, on top of the people that I worked on with the film that I don't talk to anymore, and the lack of creative direction I had for the film, I was losing the plot. Does this make sense to anybody? I don't know. But for me, it's just a project that I don't have a lot of interest in anymore. And it's sad to say, because I do think a lot of the ideas were funny. I do think a lot of the scenes we filmed were funny. And it's a shame, really, because I don't know. But hey, that's the way things go sometimes. That's the way the cookies crumble. And yeah, so sorry about that, folks. I know I was teasing it for years. I even put out a couple teaser trailers for the gosh darn thing, Mr. Mission. So sorry about that. Sorry for getting your hopes up. But hey, looking forward, we have so many projects in the future. So many things to look forward to. Some things to look forward to this month. And not to mention a little sneak preview. If this was a month of content that you've enjoyed, just wait until October, because Spooky Month is back. It's coming back, that's right, for 2024. Spooky Month is a month where we do content the entire month long related to Halloween, related to horror, and it's going to be pretty spooky. So you better say your prayers and brush your teeth, because the monsters are coming to get you, because it's Spooky Month. That was pretty bad. But anyways, thank you for all your support on this film, Mr. Mission. Thank you to all the people who were starring in the film. That is a timer for I don't know what. Maybe it's a timer for me to wrap this video up, because I think that's what it's trying to do. 10 years of ZRice films we're celebrating here on this channel. I'll link a playlist in the description for everything that we've uploaded so far. And you know what? I'm gonna leave you on this note. Let's watch the first scene from Mr. Mission. Is the camera on?
Yes.
Alright, good. Hello, my name is Mr. Mission, and I am a private spy that you can hire for all of your missions. This is my puppy. Her name is Fig Newton. I love Fig Newton very much. Behind the camera is my assistant, Joey. He helps me with all of the missions, and yeah, that's pretty much...
Joey, put the camera down.
Oh, okay.
These are all of our weapons. We have a gun, and we have a knife. We have loads of sneaky spy equipment for all of our undercover missions. Paintball, a gun, a checker. I will now demonstrate my martial artiste background. Spin kick. Face a slapper. Disarm the gun. Give it. It is good to test out our booby traps to make sure that the villains will get truly caught.
As a spy, I have the most stealthy of skills.
I am Mr. Mission, and I hope you enjoy this message. If you want to contact me for a mission and a special assignment, make sure to call the number below. It is a flashing. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you very soon.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed that little taste of Mr. Mission. Adios, Mr. Mission. It was good knowing you. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is ZRice. Thank you for watching.